Hey YouTube, it's your boy Big G back with another review. A few days ago I watched the Bollywood movie called Chhichhore. Now that movie, I am Indian. I am from India, and I do speak Hindi and Gujarati, and I still do speak English. However, I will do my all my reviews in English. Just want to let you know. However, this is like my first Bollywood movie review. And I wanted to start with a new movie that I watched. It's called Chhichhore. Um, if someone does decide to watch it, guys, please let me know what you guys think about it in the comment below, and please let me know what do you think about my review. Anyway, the movie. First of all, I liked the movie. I think it was a really good movie. I felt like it was much better than I expected, and I would personally even watch it again. It's one of those movies. Now, from the start, let's say what I liked about it. So I liked the whole message that it sent. I liked the message that it was like it's about the kids. The new system in India is that after grade 12 you have to go through another examination, which is the entrance examination, and many people even if they get good grades, they sometimes don't make it, right? They don't make it into colleges and stuff, and they sort of lose their mind over it because they've worked so hard, and you know they tried to do something to themselves, which is not. I don't think it's a good idea. First of all, I don't think they should. I think you need to think things through, and I think you need to just stay calm and try again. It's not the end of the world, and that message was sent out very clearly in this movie. That okay, you know what, you like anyone being called a loser or anyone not succeeding in life, let's say as other people are, is not the worst thing in the world. It's like everyone goes through life their own pace at their own pace, and they succeed at their own pace, and that's totally okay. And even when you get there in college, let's say, even if like you're not making good, even if you're not as good as you were in like high school or something, that's totally fine. You're paying your dues. You're going through the motion. You're learning. This whole education system is so that you learn. Even if you're weak, you become strong at the end. So that's fine. And I think that the movie gave that message very clearly. So from the start, we've been exposed to this whole situation where a kid tries to suicide, and then but he survives. Now, in order to survive fully, because he's still injured in a hospital, he needs to believe that he wants to live. And his father tries to motivate him that he should be wanting to live, is because someone calling you a loser is not the end of the world. And his father went through that same thing. So then he goes into flashback, tells his whole life story. So I thought the concept was really good. How you see it at first hand, what kind of impacts a child trying to suicide have on parents. What happens to a kid? What happens to the kid if he survives? What happens to the kid if he doesn't survive? Technically, what a kid would be thinking? Why he would do this? What would parents be thinking? What would parents do in that situation if their child does survive? What do they do next? Like those things were sort of not shown directly, but indirectly they were indicated, and they were done in, I think, a right way. So I think that was very good. Now, in terms of the whole flashback, they show this whole flashback. So you have a whole serious part at the front, and then it becomes all funny and just fun and stuff. And I didn't I liked the transition a little bit. I wasn't a big fan of it, so it's like so for me. Like it wasn't the best. I feel like the transition could have done a bit better. They did have a little gap where they went back into flashback, and then they came back, and then they went back again. So that kind of helped, I think, or sort of hindered. It's hard to say, because if they don't do that, then it's like you don't understand that the kid is believing the story that his father's telling him or not. And if they do that, then it's like you're getting speed bumps in the story. You know what I mean? So that was one thing that I felt was not so good perfectly, but I don't. That's a personal opinion. Um, so back into the story. So you go through the whole motion of learning of how the father's life was as he went to college, the people he met, how they impacted him, how he bonded with them, which was really good. I loved that part, how he made friends and then slowly they were more than friends. They were like brothers. They everyone he met were was like he ended up in the worst hostel ever, but then he made it a home. He found family there. He found friends that were doing weird things, but then he was having fun with them all the time. It was like he was only there for like 2 months before he got the chance to move away from the hostel, go to another one. But in those 2 months, he just loved the place so much that he never wanted to leave, kind of thing. Um, in terms of the actress, I felt her role was really well done. Shraddha Kapoor. So Shraddha Kapoor, I felt that she didn't do a really good job as like a older mother because yeah, she did portray that. Yeah, she's worn down, she's tired, and she knows her husband even after the divorce. Like you go through the whole motion where it's like, oh yeah, he's so typical of him. Like what the hell? Like I get that, but it wasn't believable to me that she's an older woman, that she's the mother of that child, kind of thing. Whereas the hero, I felt like maybe because of the facial expressions and the beard and everything, it felt more believable to me in terms of him being a father rather than her being the mother. She just still looked young to me. She's kind of acted a bit young to me too. She was devastated when her kid got injured and stuff, but I don't know. I just felt the father was more believable than the mother. However, so that was a part that I did not like. Versus, I liked her later on. I liked her when she was young. They showed her whole flashback. I loved that part. It was like in engineering, you hardly see girls, and you hardly see pretty girls, and all of a sudden you see this pretty girl walking through, and then the hero, just like everyone else, is like starstruck by her, and tries to talk to her, but every single time he tries to talk to her, someone else approaches and gets rejected, so he stops. But one of the really best parts that I like about the movie was when he actually does try to talk to her, and like he's face to face with her. He's like, she's like, talk, say something. What the hell? And he just tries to talk, and it's like gibberish, and he can't say anything. And he's like, as soon as she touches him, he's like, oh, and like that. I felt like that was the best part, and that really made her like him. And of course, he had like it showed sort of that stage fright. It showed sort of that immaturity, sort of, and that was perfect in that time. Um, One thing that I am sort of debating about, the reason why I'm debating is because I don't know if it does good to the movie or hinders it. So we learn that everyone from that particular hostel is called a loser, and then we learn later on in the movie why. Because apparently there's every year there's like an inter-hostel competition. So there's like 12 different buildings, let's say hostels, where people live, and those buildings, let's say people from the buildings, they compete every year in different games for a trophy, and whoever wins. So hostel number four, has never won, and that's why they're called the losers. They come last every year. So in other movies we've seen how there's been like inter-school competitions, but it's been for like the best student or whatever, or something like that, where it's like you don't only have to study, you got to be able to play and dance and all that. And but in this one they did a different approach, which I liked. It was a different approach. It was a good approach of saying that, okay, you know what, this is how we can get over the loser tag. And I liked that. However, what I didn't like was, it's not like I did not like them losing. I liked them losing because that made them still a loser, but then they sort of overcame that. They became mature towards the end of the movie. What I didn't like was how the hostel for the girls was not involved. How the guys didn't have a bit more, I don't know, like they did, like how they didn't see that, okay, so initially they were depending on a gold medal from the Karam because they had an ace. Let's say they had a really good guy, but then he got injured, so then they had to find another way, and they found out, weightlifting for skinny people was one of the ways. How did you not see that before? Like, why did you just get that before? If the guy didn't get injured, and if he got the gold medal plus they got the other one, then they would have won anyways. They would have been down to the last day where they had to win every single thing. Now, I think that's like a minor thing. It's not a big thing, but I don't know, it kind of bothered me a little bit. Um, Besides that, I think it was a solid movie. Overall, it's a solid movie. Gave out a really good message. It was a fun ride. They did some pranks and some things that I've never seen, let's say before, or never done in movies. So that was original. All the people were taken were not like famous actors or anything. They were really good actors, but they had done previous things. So like I think a YouTuber was taken, and there were other people that I didn't know, but they did a really good job, right, of being supporting actors and being in the movie and playing their roles. And I think overall it was a really good movie. I mean, I didn't have many issues with it. I just maybe one or two, and because of that, I feel like it's a because of the message, because of the overall movie. I think it's a solid 9 out of 10. To be honest, I mean, I don't. I'm leaning towards the 8.5, but I don't see why I would. But I feel like right now I would say it's a solid 9 out of 10. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you saw the movie. Let me know what did you think about it in the comments below. Let me know what would you rate it if you'd watch it again, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Please, guys, do like and subscribe my videos. I'm gonna do more Bollywood movie reviews as I watch movies. I might visit some old movies and do reviews on that too. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it, I think, and yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Your boy Big G. Peace out. Thank you.